Welcome to Light in the Darkness. The game is available for free on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 and Steam, as well as the Epic Games Store. It was available on Xbox for a while, but I couldn't find it recently. So hopefully it will come back soon to Xbox. And yeah, it's available in English, French and Arabic. So we're gonna play it in English. Should be around an hour long experience, and yeah, let's take a look at it. Now we should also have audio. So by default everything was set to epic, but there's also cinematic. So I guess cinematic is the highest setting, I hope so. And yeah, this game touches sensitive topics, so beware of that. Start a new game. I guess there are no voiceovers, so I think for the sake of this let's play, maybe it's better if I articulate what's being written. Samuel, hurry up, you don't want to be late. Yes, Papa. I don't guarantee that I will do this throughout this let's play. But yeah, here we are. Trying all of the buttons, but apparently all I can use is the left analog stick for now. Don't forget your homework. I set it right over there on the table. Come along, I need to open the shop soon. Have a good day at school. I will, Papa. Hello Samuel, we're playing Shaka D. Do you want to play? I don't remember how. It's easy, all you have to do is listen what I tell you to do and do it. But only if I say Shaka D first. I'll be Shaka. Ready? Shaka D, touch your nose. Oh God. Great job. Okay, next one. Touch your head. Hopefully they will show what is what again. Oh yeah, nice. The bindings couldn't be bigger on screen, but yeah, it's an educational experience, of course. That's okay, you get it next time. What? Touch your head? I did it? Touch your head. It's up, right? Touch your head. Maybe it was too slow. Apparently it's randomized. Great job. Okay, next one. Okay, it's not randomized. I was just stuck on that one. Touch your head. It will be different bindings. No, okay, it won't. That's okay, you get it next time. What? I don't understand. Shaka D. Oh, only when she says Shaka D. Right? Touch nose. Can we go over the rules again? Touch your nose. She didn't say Shaka D, so I do nothing, right? Nope. Great job. Okay, next one. Yeah, now I got it. Shaka D, touch your head. That was so much fun, but I have to get to my parents' shop. See you tomorrow. Bye. I hope it's this way. Would you mind giving me a hand and help Mr. Grandjean while I finish up here? Yes, Papa. Wait, who is Mr. Grandjean? Hello Samuel, I'm looking for a blue tie, a little something for my Easter outfit. Do you think you can find one for me? Yes sir, let me see if I can find one. Is it a mini game? Nope. Is that a blue tie? Oh no, this won't do. I'm looking for a blue tie. Wait, I can't reach any of this. There's the blue tile. I'll be the sharpest man in church, thank you. Anything else we can help you with? I'll just take the tie for today, thank you. Head on home and get ready for dinner while I close up the shop. Oh, I play her now. Mrs. Abramovich, a letter arrived for you from Poland. Oh, from my mother. Thank you, Marie. You know what your family will do if Germany starts a war with Poland? I'm not sure. Would you mind watching Samuel for a minute? I need to help Moses close the shop. Of course. I guess I will go to the shop. Initially, I tried a bit to look around, but I think it's a very linear story experience, so I will just follow the main path. Bluma, what's wrong? Did something happen? It's a letter from Poland. My parents have fled and they have not disclosed their location in case the letter get intercepted. It says they will send another letter when it's safe. Moses, what if another letter never comes? What if they get caught? I'm not controlling the dialogue, that's why I talk fast. But now it's so slow. It's some weird pacing there. We can't think like that. Your mother and father are some of the smartest and clearly the bravest people I've ever met. They will make it through this and we will see them again soon. I hope you're right, Moses. So how was school, Samuel? It was good, Papa. That's good to hear. Did you learn anything new? I did. Today we read Brothers Grimm fairy tale. Oh, that's a nightmare story, probably. That's wonderful. I know how much you love stories. Of course, Brothers Grimm. I know all those tales. Which story was it? So there was a servant who was leaving his job and he was given 3 coins. As he was traveling to find new work, he met a dwarf who asked him for one of his coins because the young servant could work for more coins and the old dwarf could not. The boy agrees and gives him a coin. To say thanks, the dwarf offers him 3 wishes. He wishes for a gun that will always hit its target, a fiddle that makes everyone dance when he plays it, and the power to have all his requests followed. He gets all his wishes and keeps going. Soon he comes across a fat man with a big nose and a long beard who says he wants a bird singing in the trees. So the servant shoots it for him and it falls into a bunch of thorns. The man walks into the thorns to get the bird when the servant starts playing his fiddle. The man dances in the bushes, getting all scratched up and tattered, and he begs the servant to stop, but the servant keeps making him dance, saying it was because his people own lots of slaves and the thorn bushes are punishing him. That's enough. Moses, don't be so harsh. It's just a story. He doesn't know any better. No, Bluma, he needs to learn that this propaganda is not right. Did I say something wrong? No, you didn't, Samuel. You're not in trouble. There's no use upsetting the boy, he doesn't understand. So we can send him away or teach him. Yeah, we teach him, of course. Son, you need to understand that not everything is what it seems. Sometimes it isn't just a story. Sometimes it's a way to try and get people to feel a certain way about a group of people. Moses, he's just a boy. This affects him too. He needs to know what is going on out there. What he needs is to be a child as long as possible and not worry about things like this. Things like what? Samuel, please go to your room. I need to speak with your father alone. But the door is still open? Okay. Samuel, I need you to understand that there are people out there who want to hurt Jews just because they are Jewish. And sometimes they use mean pictures and sometimes stories like the one you learned about today to convince people that Jews are bad people. I have something for you. I know how much you like fairy tales and foxes, so I got you this book about a brave fox called Bernard. He was my favorite when I was a boy. I love it, thank you, Papa. Look, Samuel, spring, the beautiful beginning, bringing new life. And a time of renewal. Do you know what the Yiddish word for blossom is? It's Bluma. Oh, so it's Bluma, just like mother's name. Exactly, blossoms are a promise of new beginnings. No matter what happens, spring always comes, and with it, hope. The Polish troops are fighting back against the Germans, but they are overwhelmed. Danzig has been taken by the Reich. Nazis have bombed Warsaw and Krakow. Mama, that's where Grandma and Grandpa are. They're in Krakow. Listen to me. Yosafta and Zaba are very smart people. They will be alright. I'm sure they escaped in time and they have already fled to the countryside. Chaos is everywhere and the worried citizens are fleeing. The British and French have issued Germany an ultimatum. Withdraw, France will see, botch off, you'll see, we won the Great War. The Germans are cowards. Vive la France, vive la France. They will be alright. Why don't you go back to your room, and read your book for a while? I'll be in shortly. Yes, Maman. Text is sometimes scrolling a little fast, so couldn't quite make all of it. Samuel, come away from the window now. Come on, why is everyone leaving? Samuel, you have to understand, it's a very scary time for Jewish people. Are we going to flee? No, we are going to be brave and stay right here. But aren't you afraid? Of course I'm afraid, but that doesn't mean I'm not brave. Can you be brave with me, Samuel? Yes, Mama. That's a good boy, Samuel. Now run along and get ready for bed. It's not safe. We have nowhere to go. Moses, we're as good as dead if we stay here. What choice do we have? There has to be somewhere. What about the UK? Or we could go to America. You know that won't work. They're denying us by the thousands and finding any excuse to turn us away. Going as far as to label us spies. It's best that we stay right here where it's safe rather than risk being caught or at the very least becoming homeless with no place to go. I'm not letting my son live on the streets just because you're paranoid. Finally done putting together the finishing touches on Samuel's toy fox. There's been so much going on lately and Samuel has really been losing himself in the book I gave him. So I figured he could use a friend. Alright, let's see, where do we start? I suppose we should start with the body. Oh, that's a high sensitivity setting here. Now that we have the body, let's attach the head. Great. Now where did the tail go? Okay, front paws first. Those are not the front paws, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe they are. Let's give him back paws. He's perfect, better than I expected. Samuel will love this. Ah, my son, just the boy I wanted to see. Now tell me, have you been enjoying this book I gave you? I have, Papa. Reynard is so fun and so brave. He is, you're absolutely right. I've been enjoying it so much, I've read it almost 3 times now, it's my favorite. Which is why I made you this. You made me Reynard. I love it so much. Thank you, Papa. I will take him everywhere with me. You should. There are some scary things going on in the world right now, but whatever happens, Reynard will protect you. You just have to try and always be as brave as you can be, no matter what. With Reynard with me, I'm not afraid of anything. That's good to hear, although I can imagine your mother will become pretty scary. Yeah, that was too fast. Ah, Bernard, my oldest friend. I haven't seen you at temple for quite some time. I was beginning to get worried about you. Where have you been? Oh, Moses, mon ami, I've done it. I've really done it this time. What do you mean? What have you done? I found her. I found the one. You always think you found the one. Oh, nonsense. I was a fool before. Moses, she's brilliant and beautiful and unlike any woman I've ever met. She sounds like a fantastic Schicksal. Did you meet her at the temple? Or at temple? See, that's the thing. She's Christian. I see. You're not thinking of converting, are you? It's really important to her and her family. And you know me. I've never been terribly religious. Yes, but it would break your poor mother's heart if she were alive. I understand, but perhaps she would also see how happy this woman makes me and how amoro I am with her, and she would support me. I can see you're upset, but like I said, I was never a particularly devout Jew. In fact, I never really considered myself very Jewish in the first place. I see myself as French first and foremost. I'm just worried about you, it's all. Jewish or not, you've always been like a brother to me since we met. If this woman is as amazing as you say, I will support you. I appreciate it, my brother. We must plan for a day for her to meet your wonderful family. Speaking of family, where is that nephew of mine you keep hidden away in that dusty old shop of yours? Well, that might be him right now. Oh, afternoon, officer. What can I do for you? Afternoon. Are you Mr. Abramovich? I am. Is there a problem? I have a letter stating you must appear at the Caserne Napoleon to examine your situation. Have a good day. Unfortunately, it wasn't translated. One moment, officer. I don't understand. Have I done something wrong? No, sir. We are evaluating immigrant status. It's simply protocol. Excuse me. What was that about? Is everything okay? I'm not sure. What's that he gave you? You're being summoned to do what? You must appear because you're a Polish immigrant? You're French now, as French as I am. This is outrageous. You're not thinking of going, are you? I'm not sure. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and this is an official order. If I don't go, the consequences may be dire. I don't think I have any other options. It states you must bring a friend. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to accompany you. Perhaps I can speak with someone and get to the bottom of this once and for all. I appreciate the offer, but it's probably nothing. I'll just have Bloomer go with me. You have a wonderful wife, Moses. Why don't I bring over my future bride to meet her when this all blows over? Bernard, you poor slump. Bring her over, we would love to meet her. The law of October 3rd, 1940 on the status of Jews was a law enacted by France. The law was signed one day before the law regarding foreign nationals of the Jewish race, which marked the beginning of the of Vichy France's collaboration with Nazi Germany for the extermination of the Jewish race. I'm sure it is simple. It's a simple formality. There's nothing to worry about. I don't know, Moses. Something just doesn't seem right. The paper reads, Mr. Abramovich is invited to present himself in person, accompanied by one member of his family and by one friend at 7 in the morning on May 14th, 1941 for an examination of his situation. He is asked to provide identification. That was too fast again. Those who do not present themselves on the set day and hour are liable for the most severe sanctions. This doesn't sound like a formality. What do you mean? I just don't see how you don't find this suspicious. Maybe you're right, but if I don't go, I will be in a lot of trouble. But we really should leave. I don't want to be late. I'm Moses Abramovich, here to report for my examination. Wait in here and stand by for further instruction. You take this. You are to run home and gather these items and return with them as soon as possible. Is my husband going somewhere? I'm not at liberty to say. Next. Okay, we need a bowl, cup, food box, food stamps, towel, blankets, and sheets. Did I run too far? Or was it? Was it here? No. I guess there was like a time skip from when we left the house. Hopefully there's no time limit. That's the shop. Do we have anything in the shop? No, can't enter. Yeah, no more people on the streets, just soldiers. I don't remember the door, but maybe it's this one? Yeah. Alright, cup. Cup. Yeah. Take it. There's something there. Food box. Whatever that is. Food stamps. Blankets. Sheets. Do I need a towel and bowl? Wait, already tried to interact with the bowl. Maybe it works this time. Yeah. And we need a towel. Where do we get a towel? Where's the bathroom? Towel. What was it? Where? Oh. The towels here. Oh, is this a towel? Please move. They really make us run all the way back and forth with that suspenseful music. Almost there. What is this about? We are holding him to review his situation. This is standard procedure. Return home and he will be in contact with you shortly. Photo from the Green Ticket Roundup. The first mass arrest of Jews by Vichy France. Photo from the German Federal Archive. Jewish men arriving at the Pithiviers transit camp in France. Oh, Marie, is there something wrong? Would you mind if I came in? Of course, can I get you anything? No, that's alright, I just wanted to bring you this. It says they fled again, and they've been trying to seek refuge in the US and other countries and were denied. They won't tell me where they're going, but they said because France still has this diplomatic relations with the US, they're going to travel to a small village in France and try and secure a US visa, and suggest we do the same while we still can. Blume, I wouldn't worry too much about your parents. They seem like smart and determined pair. I'm sure they will get to their destination just fine, and they will send word when they're safe. But I do think you and Samuel should get visas and try to meet them in the US. I can't flee, not without Moses. I just can't leave him. Listen to me, you can't be worrying about your parents or your husband at a time like this. The way things are going, the only thing you should be worrying about is safety and the well-being of your son. I think I'm not worrying about the well-being of my son? Marie, what if they catch wind that Samuel and I are trying to get a visa to the US and they show up tomorrow and take us away? Let's say by some miracle we do get visas, then what? We get on a boat and sail to America just to get turned away? It's better than staying here, like sitting ducks and handing your son over to the Vichy government. Marie, I appreciate your advice, I really do, but I need to go open up the shop now. Excuse me. Samuel, we need to leave. I don't want us to be late. Yes, Mama. Don't forget your homework, son. I left it on the table for you. Bluma, how are you holding up? Oh, Mr. Grosjean, it's been tough, but I'm managing, thank you for asking. I'm just taking Samuel to school before I come back and open the shop. If you'd like to come back a little later. Well, I don't think that will be necessary. Oh, it's not an issue at all. I go quickly. It'll only be a minute. That's not what I mean. I'm here to talk to you about this. I've come to inform you that I've applied to be the temporary administrator of your establishment. I don't understand. To put it bluntly, Jews can't be trusted with businesses anymore, so I'm here to tell you I'll be taking over your store. I don't believe what I'm hearing. You were our best customer. Moses thought of you as a friend. Which I thought would make this all easier for you. You know how much I've always loved this store. It should be a comfort knowing that I'm going to take care of it. You've got your hands full as it is, and I'm sure you don't want to get yourself into trouble. How dare you take advantage of a poor Jewish family? It's not my decision, Bluma, it's just the law. You should be ashamed of yourself. Good day, Mr. Grosjean. First they take away your husband, now your business? If we cooperate, they have no reason to come after us. Tell that to Moses, there's a food shortage as it is. Your ration stamps are almost gone, and without an income, you can't even buy meat on the black market. How are you going to feed your son, Bluma? You can't be so compliant. What choice do I have, Marie? I'm all alone and I'm doing the best I can with what I have. It will be okay, you will find a way. You can always sew from home. People always need a seamstress, even in times like these, I'm sure. At least this way you get to spend more time at home with little Samuel. She's gone. I can't believe the love of my life left me. Bernard. I gave her everything. I converted for her, and she told me she wanted nothing to do with me, all because I was Jewish. My poor dead mother. Bernard, after everything we've been through, 2 whole weeks of bliss. Bernard, now is not the time to be blubbering on about whatever girl you've somehow convinced to put up with your nonsense this week. They've taken Moses and now the shop has been destroyed and taken away. Taken Moses? Taken Moses where? Well, if you would spend more time paying attention to what's going on in the world instead of chasing every woman who gives you the time of day, you would know the police took Moses and many other Jewish men and shipped them off to camps. But how? Why? Who knows at this point? I bet it has something to do with our fight against the Bosch. What will Bluma and Samuel do? I'm not sure. Lay low and wait for him to return, I suppose. What will you do if they come after you next? I have nothing to worry about. I'm French, and as of last week, a Christian. They have no reason to come after me. Bluma, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, hello, Bernard. Marcel should be back any second. Would you see if there's anything he needs? Ah, Marcel, I was told you needed some assistance. I could definitely use a hand back at the shop. Come with me. interesting that the camera position now shifted when we play Bernard. Let me help you out with that, mon ami. My poor old back appreciates it, Bernard. This is the last of it. I just need a hand getting it all into the back of the truck. Can I pick it up? Oh, okay. It's a Tetris minigame. Can rotate. Yeah, I've never been exactly good at Tetris, so this will be a mess. Probably don't need all the space, right? Wait, how many are there? Wait, they can be on top of each other too? Makes it even more complicated. We probably need to revert a lot of this or restart. Since we can't revert it piece by piece. Maybe just on top of each other. These boxes don't fit, let's try again. I think I'm out of space. Wait, why can't I put them on top of each other? This seems to be the same height. Need to be the same shape on top of each other too? That doesn't make sense. I think I've lost. Yeah, let's restart. Okay, and now we don't have anything in the middle of it. That's good. Ah, this huge block. Or maybe I placed it accidentally, that big block in the middle. That's actually what messed everything up. Oh, this is a tough one. There. Another one. Oh no, another one. Oh, they can't be on top of each other, even if they're the same shape. I'm running out of space. Oh, come on. That's the final one. No way. Okay, let's restart. Oh, this is tough. Surprisingly. Considering the other puzzles. You really need to know your Tetris here. Oh no, one fast move and it's over. I don't know. Many of these. Ah, this... I think I lost again. Can skip stones or boxes. Yeah. That final one. No chance. Can go completely out of the screen, interestingly. Need to leave space for the final one. Oh no, I think that was wrong. Oh no. What? I feel like it's getting harder every time. At least it's randomized, that's cool. Oh no, 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 I didn't want to do that. Why is this so hard? Looks better. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, that should just be just about do it. Thank you. Yeah, that's enough work for today. Poor Bloomer. First her husband and now her shop. She is a strong woman, but I'm afraid of what's to come. You better be careful too, Bernard. What do you mean? They won't bother me. I'm French and I've converted. I'm now a follower of Christ. I'm just worried about what's going on in the rest of the world. I've heard whisperings that converting isn't enough. Well, luckily, this isn't the rest of the world. This is France. I'm a proud Frenchman, and I've accepted Jesus Christ into my heart. I appreciate your concern, Marcel, but I will be fine. But I do have a favor to ask you. Yes? Will you watch out for Bloomer for me? For Moses? Of course. Yeah, it really would be nice if there would be subtitles for those. But I guess I can translate it myself then. Playground. Reserved for children. Forbidden to Jews. Can I play with you? Didn't you read the sign? You can't play here. Besides, my mother said I can't play with kids like you. But why not? I thought we were friends. I can't be friends with you anymore, either. But why? What did I do? My dad says I can't be friends with dirty Jews. But I'm not dirty. I thought we were all going to play at your house together today. Don't let him in your house. He'll probably steal all your things, greedy Jew. Yeah, why would I let... What? But why would I let a rat like you into my house? You're not allowed here anymore. The rat can go play with his own kind. My daughter was arrested and sent to prison. Can you believe that? I'm so worried about her. Why was she arrested? Someone told the police she was a spy. Can you imagine? My sweet daughter, a spy. I'm so hungry. I've barely eaten since we've arrived. The food here is terrible, isn't it? The food is so terrible. I can't bear to have another bite. When do you think they'll let us go home? You would happen to have an extra blanket. What happened to yours? My wife packed in such a hurry, she must have forgotten. I thought I saw two men escaping way over there. I think you better go check it out. That's what you said yesterday. I realized this, but today I actually did. Wouldn't you rather be safe than sorry? If I were you, I would go make sure. Moses, Jacob, I haven't seen you for quite some time. Where have you been? I tried to flee with my family. Where did you go? Why, not very far. I can tell you that much. One day, while my wife was preparing supper, I had an impulse to bolt. I told my wife to drop what she was doing and put whatever she could into a bag, and we hopped on a train and left. Oh, Jacob, always so spontaneous. Where did you go? So we stop in the small town in the countryside and befriend this old woman who allows us to stay with her for a little while. After a month of trying to locate family or gather up enough money to seek refuge in a different country, the woman politely asked us to leave. Then where did you go? That's the thing, we didn't have anywhere to go. We hopped on a train back home to our half-peeled potatoes. They were just as we'd left them. And well, a few days later, here we are. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Bloomer wanted to flee, but we had nowhere to go either, so we stayed. I wish I would have done the same. Dragging my poor wife across France like some... It's always easier to look back and think of what we could have done, but the reality is you have to be the best man and the best husband you can be and do what you think is right for your family and hope that's enough. I just feel like I let her down. If you think about it, at the end of the day, Jacob, we're both in this godforsaken camp. Now let's grab some lunch before that policeman comes back. Jews in France. Why do they... It's way too fast. I'm so glad I visited Les Juifs et France. Now I can identify Jews by just looking at them. That's nonsense. They think they can identify us by looking at these exaggerated stereotypes, but no one looks like that. I went to win a bread card. Times are tough. Right on the exhibit wall it said, the Jewish writer produces, launches and sells books. Obviously, what else do you expect an author to do? Their baseless claims that we are tied to the Bolshevism is laughable. We have to be careful. Jews are like chameleons and they look just like us. I'm undoubtedly convinced Jews need to be removed from France. How could you ever say that? They have just as much a right to be here as you do. Les Juifs et la France was an anti-Semitic propaganda exhibition that took place in Paris, funded by the Nazi propaganda office. The intent was to portray Jews as polluting French society, controlling the media and responsible for Marxism and all the ills of society. It was also presented as a public service announcement to help French people recognize Jews by their physical appearance. I'm pressing A. Has it crashed? But I don't want that on my clothes. The kids are already making fun of me. Now I'm going to stand out. It's the law. You can't break the law or the consequences will be far worse than a few bullies. But why do they want us to wear them at all? Well, Samuel, they want to be able to identify us right away. But why? No more questions now. Be a dear and run and grab my clothes from the other room. There's my favorite little helper. Come on, Samuel, I'll give you a hand. Yeah, there have been many different forms of identification for unwanted people during that time. I know you're confused right now, Samuel, but your mother is going through a very rough time right now. Rougher than you can imagine. I need you to do me a big favor and listen to her the best you can. Alright, now be a dear and run this to your mother while I gather more clothes, will you? Oh, thank you so much for coming at such short notice, Bernard. I just really need this job. Marie found for me. Of course, you don't think I would miss the chance to hang out with more petit amis? I really have to go, Samuel. Be good for Bernard, okay? I'll be back soon. He's been really down lately. He barely eats and he rarely speaks. All he wants to do is read that book of his with his toy fox. I'm really worried. Maybe you could have a talk with him? I'll see what I can do. Not even a bonjour for old Bernard. Oh, hi Bernard, sorry, I was reading. What have you got there? Reynard, huh? What's this about? It's about a very brave fox who goes on heroic adventures. I see, and this? That's Reynard. Papa made it for me. He said he would protect me. What's wrong, mon petit champion? I wish Papa would come home. I do too, Samuel. It's okay to be sad sometimes. Even I get sad. But you know what I do? What does he do? Well, I march myself down to the cafe and wait for a beautiful girl to walk by. And I walk right up to her and I say, hello, I'm Bernard. May I buy you un coffee? Un café? Wow, that's great advice, Bernard. Ew, girls. Ha. And oh, you think that now. You just wait till you meet the girl who makes your heart pound so hard you pray she can't hear it. And everything suddenly falls into place and the world just seems brighter and you realize the day you can finally marry her cannot come soon enough. Why aren't you married, Bernard? Oh my boy, love is much more complicated than that. Sometimes you meet the one who makes you feel like you can't live without them and suddenly you have to learn how. Well, it's getting late. What say you and I cook a nice hearty meal? The transitions are a little rough in that game, I must say. Moses, are you awake? I am now. When we get out of here, are you going to take your family to Zion? I don't think so. In my opinion, France is the safest place for us. After being rounded up and forced to work in this godforsaken camp, how can you sit there and pretend that France is a safe haven for Jews? I don't want to debate with you right now, Jacob. I'm not looking for a debate, I'm looking for comfort. I want to know that my friend and his family are going to be safe. France has welcomed Jews since Napoleon. Napoleon despised us. So you do want a debate. There's no debate about it. Everything he did was for political gain. He gave us equality when all other nations seek to oppress us. He cared about Jews, just as France does. Calling us the most despicable of mankind isn't caring, and neither is shipping us off to camps, for that matter. This is just war, Jacob. You are young. You will learn. It's not just war, Moses. Look at Dreyfus. He was loyal to France from the very beginning. Then he was blamed for crimes he didn't commit, thrown on some island to rot for 5 years, all because being a Jew was an easy target. You don't get away with something like that unless there is some deep-seated anti-Semitism. But then what did he do? Once he was pardoned, he re-enlisted and fought for his country when they needed him most. This is a great nation founded on the principles of freedom and equality. Freedom and equality, the fact that we're here and in here while they're out there speaks volumes. So I can't turn the camera at all, if you wondered. What do you think you're doing? Same thing I do every day. Sip un café until lunch and then have myself a saucisson. Now let me ask you the same question. What are you doing here? You think you're funny? How about you leave the café because we don't want you here? What about you leave the country because the French people don't want you here? It's hard to believe people like you are taking over the world. I have very little interest in such things. My only concern right now is indulging in a warm cafe. If you'll excuse me. They're right, you know, it's all here in this book. Your kind is pursuing world domination. What exactly do you mean by your kind? I mean a Jew, of course. It's right there on your shirt. See, that's where you're wrong, mon ami. This is all a misunderstanding. I'm Christian. Even without the yellow star, I know a Jew when I see one. Well, I think you need to go get your eyes checked. You can ask anyone. I'm as French as they come. I wouldn't come here to enjoy a saucisson every day if I was Jewish now, would I? Absurdité. You can't believe anything he says. The Jew is trying to trick us, but thanks to this book, he will soon be exposed. If you actually believe this propaganda, then you're more gullible than this plug. Lucky for you, I seem to have lost my appetite. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion is one of the most notorious anti-Semitic books of modern times. It was first published in Russia in 1903. In 1920, Henry Ford, founder of the Ford Motor Company, published a series of articles based on the Protocols, The International Jew. Adolf Hitler and Joseph Goebbels praised Ford and the International Jew. On Henry Ford's 75th birthday, he received the Grand Cross of the German Eagle, the highest Nazi award to a foreigner. Baldur von Schirach testified at the Nuremberg war crime trials, saying he became an anti-Semite after he read The International Jew in German. He was found guilty of crimes against humanity for helping send thousands of Viennese Jews to their deaths. According to the Nuremberg race laws, someone with 3 or 4 Jewish grandparents was considered a Jew. Mischlinge were considered mixed-race people. A Mischling was neither German or Jewish. They were people with 1 or 2 Jewish grandparents. Mischlinge were not allowed to marry German and mixed races. The Nazi Party promised when they would come to power that only racially poor Germans would have German citizenship. On August 17, 1938, the German government set name requirements for Jews in Germany. Only Jews could be given Jewish names. Parents had to choose from a government-approved list. If a Jew did not have a name from that list, they must add an additional first name. Israel for men and Sarah for women. Who would be at this hour? Bernard, is everything okay? Any word from Moses? Unfortunately not, mon chéri. But I was hoping we could have a chat. Of course, please come in. It's so late. Little Samurai has already gone to bed. Is there something wrong? I'm not sure. You see, most of my life I practiced Judaism because I knew it would make my dear mother happy. But since Mir has passed, I saw no reason to return. Yes, I heard it from Moses. He was tremendously opposed at first, but he came around to the idea. I'm so sorry to hear she wasn't the one. It's not even that. When I converted, I felt so free and safe. Not only could I eat saucisson without guilt, but I felt like I would be free and clear of all this persecution. I was no longer sitting at home worried the police would barge in and arrest me. But now I feel the same, if not worse. My bishop left me, my best friend has been taken away. Everyone is treating me as if I were Jewish, saying awful things, jeering in my direction, and worst of all, what is it, Bernard? I am banned from the cafe. I feel like being banned from the cafe isn't necessarily the worst part, but I'm sorry you feel like your world is being turned upside down. Forgive me, Bloomer. I'm so self-centered and such an imbecile. Crying over my own problems when I came to alleviate some of yours. I brought you some of my ration cards. And as you can probably gather, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. Oh, Bernard, I really can't. Absurdité. I insist, and in any case, I want to make sure you and that growing boy of yours is eating. Listen to me, Bloomer. You are such a strong woman, a loyal wife, and an amazing mother. You remind me of my own. Kind and so resilient till the very end. I was lost without her, which is why I moved to France after she passed. But I thought you were French? I am. But I was given French citizenship while I was living in Algeria. After witnessing the horrors that took place during the Constantine riots, Algeria never felt the same to me, felt safe to me. But still I stayed, knowing what leaving home would do to my mother. I said Shiva, then I packed my bags. Changed my name from Messaoud to Bernard and embraced this beautiful country as my home. I just never knew that this beautiful country would turn on me too. Well, I've talked to your ear off enough. I better get home. Messaoud is probably the name. Bernard, are you sure you're feeling well enough to walk home? You're worrying me. Don't worry about me. I can take my rights, but they can't take my souchon. Probably pronounced very poorly here, but yeah, I don't speak French. Moses and Jacob are deported to Auschwitz. They do not survive. Do we have all of our things, Mama? I think so, Samuel. Where are we going? I don't know, but sure to stay close, okay? Be sure to... Whatever happens, don't let go of my hand. Listen up, we are taking the woman today and leaving the small children behind. Samuel. Rumors supported to Auschwitz, she does not survive. Samuel is deported to Auschwitz, he does not survive. Around 77... Yes, why? If the Holocaust wouldn't have happened, Moses and Bluma would have grown old together. By now would have eventually found the one and had a family. Samuel would have become a children's author. Six million lives were lost, mothers that never got to become grandmothers. Children got never to grow up. Ralph Baer is considered the father of video games. Interesting. That was the light in the darkness. I guess the fox symbolized the light, but to be honest, there was little light in that story. Yeah, the team is very small, as we saw in the credits, so it's not a super polished game, but yeah, it's more of an experience, not really a classic game. Very important topic, handled with the sensitivity that the topic needs. I don't think the developers should also be the QA team. That's probably because that's probably why we see some of the text disappearing right away, with no chance of reading it by yourself, let alone reading it out loud for this stream. But yeah, apart from those issues and the sudden transitions, I think it's a very well executed, sorry, that's the wrong word for the topic, but a very well done historical experience. And yeah, you can play it yourself on PC, PlayStation, and possibly Xbox. I couldn't find it on Xbox, but like I said, hopefully it will be back there soon. Of course, there is not that much freedom or exploration, so you can't really see much more than you've seen on this stream. But yeah, feel free to download it so that the developers know that you appreciate what they're doing. And yeah, we'll be interested to see what they're doing next. Thank you for watching, and we will have another stream tomorrow. Probably around 7 p.m. Central European summertime. Or is it 6 p.m? I'm getting confused because we're also having English editors with British summertime, so should be around 6 p.m. UK and 7 p.m. Central Europe tomorrow. But yeah, you will see that on the YouTube channel and our streaming calendar on xtgamer.net/live. So see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching.